Hey, what's going on, everyone? All right, so let me go ahead and share this out. All right, so let's go on and talk about good morning, good morning, good morning, Cyrus. We definitely have this one that we want to get at and talk about because this is something. This case is now coming to an end. And yes, you did read it right. You did read it right. Black men in 30s got denied a threesome with an 18-year-old and brutally murdered her. Two black men in their 30s got upset at an 18-year-old girl for not wanting to partake in a threesome. Because we on online that black men, the age of consent, and we also heard about black men. 54% of black men are not having sex with these single mothers. 54% of these black men are not doing anything obscene and messing around with these single mothers. But here we have it right here on right now all over the news. Well, it's not. It's the local news in Florida because I still get the local news in Florida that men are paying 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 17-year-old girls for sex, and if they don't get their way, they will sexually defile them. They will impregnate them, beat them, and kill them. This is something that's not talked about on social media. This is something that wants to be overlooked. You know, they all want to. They talk about the game, pimping, whatever type of thing. But and they'll say, "Hey, these single mothers," but they don't go over why certain actions of society are the way they are now. It was a tragic. It was a tragedy. I know the women are talking about it in certain spaces about a young girl named Amaya, an 18-year-old girl, single mother. It's no secret. A lot of men see an 18-year-old as an easy lick, especially if it's a single mother. This is why I'm very wary of hearing that of the conversation that they say for the streets. Some people don't even know where that even came from that talking point that they're for the streets. And so this girl was told by another female that, hey, it's cool to come hang out with these guys. Because we all know that don't happen where, your own will set you up. And the girl said, I wasn't down for that. She asked to be let out. This is why a lot of females do not like to ride with men in cars. Yes, I agree with you, Cyrus. Plenty of 18-year-olds still have childlike minds. Yes, they do. This is why I never entertain that, oh, the best time to get with a girl is when when you start having the conversations, you're starting to sound like these two dudes that literally took this girl's mind, took her life away. This is no secret that we have going on in that of black society, especially in America. And if we cannot properly hold accountable or bring these certain conversations to the forefront, and the reason why some people feel uncomfortable about it, because they'll say, not I, not I. This is why when you saw certain conversations saying, hey, a girl can, you know what I'm saying, it's okay for a man a certain age deal with a girl. We understand that's for sex. That's for sex. There's nothing else to it. It's just for sex. But what happened when that young individual says no? What happened when they say, hey, I don't want to have sex? We talking about I took you out to eat, I bought you some food. You remember how there was conversations around saying, hey, dinner date, where the girls just get the food and they just run, or they just dip off and they just leave. Because I can play the audio. I can play the audio of what happened, but the police, mind you, it was a black police captain, said, hey, the girl did not want to have sex. She didn't want to have sex. Her friend, told the guys, hey, listen, she a freak. That's why when I hear these nuances of when people say, nah, like ain't nobody trying to sleep with these single mothers, that's a lie, dude. People try to take advantage of certain people's situation because they see it as an easy lick. One man, 36 years old, almost 40. The other one is 32. But yet you hear people talking about where's the traditional woman? Nobody, these women are modern. These women are modern. These women are modern. Just say people aren't dumb. Just say that. Traditional, when I hear it, says the women are stupid. They're up with the times. There's no new play that's going on. There's nothing new that's not being talked about. And see, that's a disingenuous conversation that's happening. Now, of course, they're going to say, well, where was the father? Where was the father for this? I understand That would be an active retro deflection of the conversation of where was the father. If the father had been there, well, guess what? Majority of these incidents, they do not do it when certain parental guardians or people are around. They try to pull you away, have you come out for some drink, come out for some weed. Hey, let's go out shopping. Let me take you for a trip to Atlanta. I know spring break is coming. So there's going to be a lot of these types of incidences happen. This is why certain females are going to travel in packs. They're going to. They're going to travel in packs. It's no secret because they are passing on information on how men think. And they understand that. They know they can't take that. They know they can't take that man. And that was one or two of them by themselves. So they're going to switch up. They're going to say, hey, we travel in groups. But then again, they also are wary that some women will set up other women so that way they don't have to be the gimp of the group. This is why certain women are wary when other women say, I think like a nigga. I rather hang with the niggas. I rather be with the niggas so that way I don't get treated and stomped on by the niggas. We know this is true because we've seen in the 90s a lot of studs were pregnant by the same niggas or men that they were hanging with. So what does that tell you? Now, I know some people right now upset. B.M.T, this is not whatever. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking about something that actually is real. I don't know what some of y'all were doing. Maybe y'all were watching Saturday cartoons and when y'all get online, y'all don't like when people talk about stuff and y'all cult or religion or whatever kind of doctrine y'all talk about. But I live in the real world. And in the real world, this was definitely a thing. That's why I'm very concerned that people try to forget the resume of the history. This woman, whether she be a mother with one child or not, is now snuffed out of this world. Her child will grow up without a parent or her mother. And the men and women that are charged for this are now incarcerated. So that's 4 Black people who have lost their lives. Four. And you got to ask the question, why is this conversation being overlooked or dismissed? We can pull up that of the men, but mind you, I want to play y'all the article. I want to play y'all the article of what happened and transpired. Right, exactly, Iman. 2 men, and that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it, Iman, that a lot of people don't want to open up a admit to. What's going on, Mo? Shout out to Mo. I hope you. This is not uncommon or unheard of in certain societal things around certain rings of men that they fantasize about in porn or certain deviant actions of running trains on women. I mean, there was no pushback when Charleston White, what Charleston White not on Myron Fresh and Fit, bragging about how a homie would invite a white girl or female over right? Get her drinking, get her smoking. And when she starts to get inebriated, what happens? Other homeboys will start coming in the room. She already half naked. Ain't like she can fight her way out the room. And they'll run a train on her. Either she's down for the pound or she gets pounded. Now, none of the men or women in that room had any pushback to what Charleston White said. Oh, them frat parties. Oh yeah, with them frat boys. Oh, that's happened a lot in colleges. Those are them. We are not like the Pookie type of men, as some of them would say. I know that. I definitely know about that because one of my homegirls, her sister called us and said, "Hey, I need y'all to come get me out of this party now." They want to do some kind of thing. We got to get on our knees and flop all these dudes down. Oh no, she went right in that bathroom, took her and her homegirls in that bathroom, called us up, and yeah, me and the homies, we showed up. We showed up. Hey, ain't no problem going on here. Hey, we're gonna call this phone, and if the person on this phone don't come out, we coming in, bro. We coming in that doggone house, and we gonna air it out. So when we call the phone, she said, "Hey, second floor bathroom, bed." So everything there going to get aired out. You know what happened? There was a few pistol whips. There was a few smack arounds. But we got the females out. And I'm not saying I'm no saint or no white knight, but I could definitely tell you, guess what? I understand that of the art of how certain men get down because I'm a man. And yup, you're right about that, Iman. That's how certain girls, but we know that's true, but there's certain articles, and I think there's even a sorority that was known for selling girls up the river. Right? There was that of, oh yeah, oh listen, bro, listen, all that, hey, listen. Sometimes you gotta hand out discipline. You gotta hand out some discipline. There got to be some disciplinary actions. Like I said, I'm definitely ain't no saint. You were to try to defile one of mine, yeah. Oh yeah, a backhand is coming. A backhand is coming. A punch or two is coming. Because you wouldn't mind defiling, sticking your groin down my loved one's throat, or choking or putting your hands on them. So why should I not mind disrespecting you? We know this is true. If a man could disrespect a woman or another man and get away with it, he would do it. That's why I say, that's why I be telling women, you can't live in that of the world of men. Ladies, this is why I try to tell you. That's why, like, women, y'all need to understand, you can't play the same game that these men play. No matter what they tell y'all in these shows, these movies, this is why I tell my cousins and other females, don't you get in no car with no man. You drive your own vehicle. Oh, no, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Listen, then put on your tracker. Put on your GPS device. Because you may not know how this person get down whenever they get told no. Now they might feel a certain type of way. Have you some money so that way if you got to buy yourself a room, then go do that. And a lot of people say, oh man, B.M.T. No, why are you getting mad at that? But I promise you, if that was somebody you gave a dang about, you would say the same thing. I'm a man. I know how men think. I know the nitty gritty. I didn't have no coming to Jesus moment. I just understand that as survival. So it ain't no secret that older dudes try to recruit younger girls because they're not financially savvy. This is why a lot of young dudes don't like when older dudes be coming around. But they're like, yo, dude, stop doing that, bro. I'm actually trying to, yeah, I get it. I'm trying to stunt, but you trying to peacock your way to try to shine down on me. This is what I'm gonna tell you. This is why a lot of younger people. There's two types of younger people now. There's the younger girls who get around with the older dudes for the quick come up. And the older dudes, they know about that. That's why I said this is the come up. This is the come up type of era for a lot of them. This is why you hear a lot of them say they don't want women that do that work or have their own bag or car or place. They want the keys. If you have those keys, my place, my car, my money, you got no talking points. You got no spades. Versus some dudes on mine, you got your car, you got your whip, you got your place. I got mine. Cool. So we at the same kind of table. So nobody has any type of pull over the next person. I'm fine with that. That's why I don't have no problem with women having their own, and I or Iman or Mo, we have our own. Because if you don't like the deal of the table, we can step back from the table. You run yours and I run mine. That's why there's so much pushback. See, these women be bragging off, I got this, I got that. Yeah, as you as a man, you should be able to brag out, hey, bro, I got my own place. We got dishes. We got nice furniture. We got our house together. It smells nice. It don't smell like no feet. Yeah. But you got dudes who want to go for the bottom of the barrel. And what I mean by bottom of the barrel, that don't mean that they're poor, but that means they're bottom of the barrel, but they're still trying to swim up in life. They're trying to still get their feet together. It's not no secret because when I was young, I had older dudes telling me to go after girls on EBT, welfare, WIC. I had dudes teaching me how to, hey, girl got her own place, Joe. And she got a car. I said, okay, bro, she a full house. That's what we used to call them. We used to call them full houses. You know why? She got her own car. She got her own house. She got her own whip. There was a whole song by Webby. INDEEMPENT. Y'all remember that song by Webby? That was by Webby and Boosie. Dudes was singing praise about chicks having this kind of stuff because they were full houses. They were licks. Only thing that they needed was a man. And a lot of these girls was like, hey, I got this, I got that. I just want a dude laying up in there with me. So yeah, you had a lot of the Jody effects. Either that dude would be locked up, or that dude would doggone either be dead or gone, or he just didn't want to be. He just had it on. He had another shorty, so he never was there. So guess what? Another dude sat up in the crib. Drinking my coffee. But we have it right here, and I'm about to play y'all the article. I need to play y'all the article, y'all, because it's no secret. It's sad how some people want to overlook, and they don't want to talk about this. But I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of black men are afraid of other black men to step to them and challenge them for two reasons. One, not that guy. Two, if they could be part of the threesome, they would. If they could get a hit of the lick, they would. That's just the honest truth. A lot of these dudes ain't gonna step to these type of dudes. They're not gonna do that. They rather just run away from them. They're not gonna check them, but then they get mad because the women don't respect them. But I mean, ain't like you gonna fight the dude or you ain't gonna get rid of that type of dude or check him. You know the answer is, well, she's just gonna choose him. Well, because you don't have no position of power. You want some say so of authority, but yet you're afraid to check that of the other authority that's within that of the environment, but yet you want to have some type of position of power. No, you don't get no authority. You don't get no respect. You don't get no kind of say so. You're not out there fighting the dinosaurs. You want to be inside the village and be a hunter gatherer and making weed baskets and stuff, but then you want to talk about I'm a man. Let me tell you what I read. Bro, ain't nobody care about that book. You reading that book of that holy doctrine, red pill Bible, but you ain't out there fighting the other men. This is why whenever I hear other men say, hey, we don't care what other men think, but you care what the women think. You don't care what the men think of other cultures, to society, or the environment. Man, granted that's the ones who make the laws or the rules of dictatorship, but yet you care what the women think and do. Now that's backwards to me. That's backwards to me. But at the end of the day, this is how you know some people are afraid of warfare. Because the men make the rules. Men make the rules. It always has been like that. It always will be like that. Even women understand that. That's why women make it a big deal whenever they get in the platform or arena where men are at. We are the first women. We are this women. We made it. You know what I'm saying? But they let the men know, hey, we're here too. Mind you, the men are power. Like, so what? Who cares? We get y'all here, but guess what? This like y'all are like the minority. Y'all can only do so much. Y'all can only do so much to us. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still the one who signed your check. So what are you saying? Men pointing out weak women, that's not going to change anything. Those women don't got no type of authoritative power, holistically like that, but with that of what a man gives them. Power on. So let me go ahead and switch it over. Bluetooth connected. And I'm gonna show y'all guys right now. Hang on. Let me switch it over. Switch it over to my computer. All right, y'all guys can hear me? So let me go ahead and get it cracking, bracking. Let me go ahead and get it bracking for y'all because this right here, y'all gotta understand, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Let me see. Let me grab this. There we go. All right. Let me know. Can y'all see? Can y'all see it? Am I breaking up? Is it still messed up? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can see it at least. Please let me know. But I want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. I'm trying to get a little bit. I'm trying to put forth some type of effort. Okay. Thank you, Iman. All right. So let me get back at it. Amaya Carey, that's the girl, was shot to death on February 15 at Forest Avenue Extension. I'm talking about this because, you know, I'm talking about this because the court case is finally over, so they finally feel more relieved to talk about it. She wasn't positively identified until more than a month later. Kamaya Blackson, 19, that's that one right there. Dwight
Dwight Anderson, 52. That's that man right there. Boy, these look like dudes you would see on the internet. And Cedric Banks, 36. So two 30-year-old men and a 19-year-old girl set up an 18-year-old girl were arrested in late March. Each suspect is charged with capital murder. Let's put that out there. What is capital murder? Capital murder was a statutory offense of aggravated murder in Great Britain, Northern and Republic. Capital murder is defined by Chapter 19, 1903, Texas Penal Code. Capital murder occurs when a murder is committed according to, I don't feel like going all the way in there. Let me just grab that. Oh, God, it's a lot. One of the person murders a peace officer or fireman. The person intentionally commits a murder in the course of committing or attempting to commit kidnapping, burglary, robbery, aggravated assault, sexual assault, arson. Okay, so this is where they fall into right here. So they fall into this one. So yeah, that's capital murder. So that way, some people say, "How do you know?" Well, we can just pull it up. Okay. Carrie was assaulted and shot 3 times before her body was dumped where it was found, police said. So, yeah, so she was shot and assaulted. Let's go ahead and play the news.
Do you love getting high, but smoking hurts your lungs? I've got you covered. You need to try these Delta 9 gummies from Mood.
Keegan Amaya Carey was raped and murdered back in February. Her loved ones just now receiving justice for what happened. Some police found a body with multiple gunshot wounds on Forest Avenue Extension in the middle of February. That person was later identified at the end of March as 18-year-old Amaya Carey. A friend of hers says how she reacted to the news of her friend's death.
I shut down, and I really didn't want to keep going through life, making through new friends, because it was like every time I made friends, something would happen to them. So I kind of gave up a little bit.
3 have been arrested and charged with capital murder by the Jackson Police Department. Deputy Chief Derek Hearns said last week investigators were able to make the connection after family alerted them the last 2 people Amaya was seen with was 2 of those 3.
They was the last one that was seen with her, and so that's where our investigation started.
According to police, they later met up with a 3rd suspect. They say one then shot Amaya after a fight broke out between the 2 women near Northwest Street.
She wanted to leave, and they wouldn't let her leave.
After, the 3 suspects drove Amaya to Forest Avenue Extension, where they left her body. Police say there she was shot 2 more times. Now her friends are left with the memories and final communications they had with Amaya.
The last time we was texting, communicating, I told her I loved her and to be safe, and she told me she loved me too, her and her baby.
The full story can be found on our website. Live outside Deputy Headquarters, Grayson Gordon, 16 WAPT News.
Okay, so the girl was not down for the sexual threesome. The one girl said, "Hey, listen, we can get this money." She wanted to leave. There's a lot of, I want you to understand, there's a lot of women there's other female channels that are talking about this. And I want you to understand there's a difference of dichotomy of energy going on around YouTube. Shout out to Gossip Girl XOXO. I know she's talking about it. I know that's on another channel. And then I said, oh, then it popped up on my feed. And I'm like, well, dang, is this the universe saying, okay, Joe, there's a point upon you to talk about this. So you have it where 2 men, let's look at the age. 2 men, 32-year-old and a 36-year-old. Want a young girl half the age of them. Let's just do that math. Let's do that math. I like to do math. So let me just do that. 18 times 2 is 36. So a 36-year-old dude wanted a girl that he was double her age. A 36-year-old man, you know how they like that song, age ain't nothing but a number. And yet the girl deferred their advances. Say, hey, listen, I'm not for that. He wanted access to the girl who was 18. These two men wanted access to a girl because her friend tried to coax her. A 19-year-old girl tried to coax an 18-year-old girl into having sex with two dudes. And she wasn't having it. She's like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm just not for that. So they got into an argument, and it was bad. It was already bad enough that they shot her, but they double or triple tapped her and left her to die. And I can only imagine in her mind, she must have knew, I'm never going to be able to see my baby again. I'm never going to get to tell my baby I love him or her. I'm never going to be able to help my child. And that's what's crazy, because none of these three thought of, this girl wants to go back home to her child. Only thing that they could think about was money and getting their sexual gratification. I agree with you. I hope they spend the rest of their lives, and yeah, I hope they spend all their lives rotten. They should never be let out on parole, ever. And I know there's going to be some dummy that's going to say, hey, well, if there had been a man there, well, guess what? There were two men there. Double her age each, just about. Double her age. I could have sworn that these men were smart. What were you going to do with an 18-year-old? What could you do with an 18-year-old? An 18-year-old can't drink. An 18-year-old can't buy a pack of cigarettes. I be trying to ask dudes, what can you do with an 18-year-old? I agree, Mike. They did not care enough to think that, hey, this young girl wanted to just go, hey, man, listen, I thought y'all just wanted to smoke some weed. Y'all want me to do what? Have sex with both of y'all men? But as much as these men say that they ain't like down for that LGBT stuff, they sure like them doggone threesomes with young girls. But they be wondering why the women be pro-LGBT. I love my dog. I'm for my dog. I'll die for my dog. Like, what? Wait, hold on, dude. Right. They be trying to emulate porn. Mind you, porn is pro that type of lifestyle, but they be trying to emulate. That's why I be like, hey, man, y'all so-called men be trying to get the women to have threesomes with y'all? With you and your homeboys? Where is this leading to? Then y'all took their body like an animal and just try to dump her off to die. And didn't even have the courage. Mind you, one of these girls was supposed to be a home. As I said, that's why some black women do not trust black women. Now, we have pictures of the girl. Let me show y'all. We can go into more depth. Let's go into more depth. I got y'all. This is the girl. A beautiful, beautiful black girl. A beautiful black girl. This is her right here. This girl told these two men that they could have sex with this girl. And this young girl was like, I'm not having sex with these old men. I'm not having sex with these men that double my age of my brother or my close around what that of my daddy or somebody could be. I'm not having sex with these men. And this ain't nothing new that ain't happening in our society that us men we need to actually start bringing to the forefront. But this happened. This right here happened. Uh-oh, it's right here. So I don't want y'all to say B.M.T just made it up. Let's go. Let's grab it. Mississippi trio charged in that of sexual assault. That means they defiled her body and murder her. So you have it where the butch. So you got it where the women who so badly want to be like the men, the studs, and also the doggone the chosen men. They all wanted to have sex with an 18-year-old girl. They wanted to have sex with that of a child. And I still call her a child because there's nothing holistically she can do other than vote. She can't get no beer for you. She can't do holistically nothing for these people. But doggone trying to feed their deviancy of their needs. Of an 18-year-old found dumped on the side of the road as if she was a dog. It took more than a month for medical examiners to identify Amaya Carey's remains. Let me go check the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. These people have been charged with capital murder in Mississippi for the roles they allegedly played in kidnapping, sexual assault, and fatal shooting of 18-year-old Amaya Carey. At press conference held Friday, the Jackson Police Department announced the arrest of Dwight Anderson, 34, and Cedric, 37. Oh, man, they're actually older than that. Oh, man. And Kamaya Blackson. So she's 19. So these guys are now the cases, as far as starting to close, they are now 34 and 37. Jackson Police Department Deputy Chief Derek sent a black man, like y'all, just letting y'all know, told reporters Carey's remains were found February 15, dumped on a city street. Carey died of multiple gunshot wounds. Her remains were identified 2 weeks ago. According to him, and see, y'all, we see a lot of them missing papers at Walmart, grocery stores of young girls and boys disappeared or gone. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, it'd be people that know them that know where they're at. According to him, relatives said that Carey had left home on February 15 to pick up black men. Carey, let's make sure we get all that correctly. Carey, this girl, she left home to go pick up this girl. Right down here. Okay? Jackson Police Deputy, okay, let me see, where was I? Black man he said was with Anderson, her boyfriend. Right here. Okay? So this one was dating this one. This girl was dating this girl. Well, I mean, this man. So a 34-year-old, I mean the 34-year-old was dating the 19-year-old. Let that set in. A 34-year-old man dating a 19-year-old. Now, we don't want to speculate. I mean, we ain't dumb. But we can pretty much conclude this dude was dating this girl when she was young. Yup, you're right about that. You're right about that. The man got tired of his girl, and she said, "Oh, don't worry, I got a girl that will want to do it." Yup. The man got tired. The man was like, "Hey, what about your friend?" And we already know that dude, that light skinned dude was dating that girl when she was young, probably younger than that. I try to tell y'all, the grooming process runs deep. The grooming process runs deep. The girl told her friend, "Hey, girl, come on by. We can smoke some weed. We can hang out. Hey, is anybody else going to be there?" "Nah, my boyfriend, he going out." "Cool. We can smoke some bud. You know what I'm saying? We can have a few drinks. You know, we can have some fun. Sandal it up." Not knowing her nigga was right there in the background. No, bring her by. Bring her by. That's why, believe it or not, a lot of dudes these days be asking their girl, "Are you bisexual?" When a dude hears his girl is bisexual, in his mind, he's saying threesome. That's what he's saying, threesome. That means my girl, we having a threesome. Right? We got to be having a threesome. So the girl, her friend set her up. That evening, Anderson's brother, tried to have sex with the team. So wait. Hold up. Hold on. Is this also some incest? Let me. I have to stop myself. Dwight Anderson and Cedric Banks. Both of them. Let me go back down here. Blackman. That's okay. That's you. And Dwight Anderson. That's you. And Cedric Banks. That's you. Blackman and Anderson and Banks. Anderson's brother tried to have sex with the team, but she refused, Heem said. Why are two brothers trying to have sex? Why are y'all trying to have sex together? Like, I don't see. I don't get. Why are two brothers trying to have sex together? You see what I'm saying? This runs deep, bro. Two brothers trying to have sex with an 18-year-old. Two brothers. Yeah. Oh no, that's all. That's not. See, we start to see more of this. Dads, uncles. That's why sometimes at these family reunions, people don't even know. And whose child is it? Is that yours, nephew, or that mine? Uncle, I don't know. Well, we had sex with the girl together. Who's baby? Listen, you the young one. You can raise a baby. I'll give you some money. These men having sex with the girl, and they want to share. Exactly. Oh my! Pray for them. Pray for them, young lady. We need your minister. We need your minister prayer right now. Two men that are brothers want to have sex with an 18-year-old girl. And she said, hell no. Whoa. Wait, what? I'm not doing no incest. I'm not sleeping with you old dudes. I want to know, brothers, are we going to talk about this or no? And the girl, she was down for that sick, disgusting animal. She was down for it. Oh, yeah, they already done turned me out, so they might go ahead and destroy you. At that point, he explained Carrie and Blackman allegedly started fighting. So the girl up here, she didn't want to have incestual threesomes with the men. And the other girl who already been morbidly jacked up said, listen, I'm already getting spit roasted and destroyed. If you ain't going to fight, if you ain't going to have sex with them, I'm going to have to beat you up. And like a lot of these dudes who are so wimp and disgustingly weak, because they're already demonic, they probably jumped in and started beating the girl. Anderson, this dude right here, pulled out a gun and shot Carrie. The injured teen was placed in a car and later raped by one of the suspects, according to him. So it wasn't enough that they shot her, but they also continued on and had sex with her, even while she was shot. My God. If these animals don't deserve to be put down. You done beat the girl. You done set her up, beat her, and now y'all want to have a threesome on a girl who already been shot. Disgusting ass animals. Before she was dumped on the street, Carrie was shot twice more. Plea information was unavailable Monday. All three suspects held without bond. People was unable to determine if any of them had attorneys or could address the allegation on their behalf. My God. I got to change the title. Two brothers wanted to have sex with an 18-year-old girl and killed her. Two brothers already running the train on one girl. Now they want to, now they want to have sex with an 18-year-old who said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not having sex. I'm not doing none of that disgusting act with y'all. Y'all want to have sex? Go do that with her. See, the grooming process is pretty crude. pretty sad. Let me make sure I put this in the chat for y'all. That way, if y'all want to look up the article, y'all can look it up yourself. But it's definitely there. It's definitely there. Y'all going to start seeing, this is why you start to see the pushback of people saying that they want to know why women are starting to think and maneuver the way they do. Y'all, I agree with you, Mike. That child will grow up without a mother because certain people want it. Certain people wanted some disgusting behavior done to that of a young 18-year-old girl. And they will say, hey, she wanted it. She wanted it. But says differently, no matter the amount of money, no matter what these guys said that they were like, she said no. Well, see, that's the thing about it. Some people believe in certain spaces that women should not have the right to say no. People shouldn't have the right to say no. I don't agree with that. I'm not going to do that. And honestly, you're going to start seeing the actions and behaviors of certain people start to differ and change, as they should. I don't know how we can listen, y'all. It's getting pretty sad. Getting pretty sad. But we definitely have to start calling this behavior out. I don't know. Somebody gonna say that, but see, I rather tell the whole truth. She wasn't there for no men. She wasn't there for no men. She was there to see a supposed friend. This is why when a lot of people say, well, the female don't want to come by the houses, they don't want to get in the car with us, they don't want to actually see it. A traditional means stupid to me. Traditional means stupid. Modern means I'm up to date with your games. I think honestly, traditional women were easily caught up. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem because I'm a modern man, and I'm not throwing shots. But I'm saying when I hear people talk about that traditional stuff, I'm like, well, explain how did that work out for her? Two men that were double her age, having sex with their own family members. That wanted to have sex with a girl, 18 years old. And because she was not for that, she had to go. And it wasn't just enough just to shoot her. They had to defile her even more. And then shoot her again. And the black woman that was there didn't even have the qualm to say, hey, yo, stop. This is too much. She was right there. So you can't say there aren't some women that aren't down with the men. She was. She was compliant. And there was one of those who were compliant. Understand this. While this is, y'all gotta understand, and I had to do a conversation. Maybe I gotta go grab Angelica and we can sit down and have a conversation or whoever. But y'all gotta understand, listen, there's a reason why some women are afraid to say no to men or tell men that they're pregnant. I'm not an advocate, but these stories do happen quite a lot. I agree with Mike. I agree with Iman, and I agree with everyone in the chat. Cyrus, Angelica, Young Link. These are evil people. And they should be given that same destructive treatment that they gave her. This is all I have to say. I'm B.M.T. Thank you for watching me. Peace.